Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Yolo, coming to you live from the beautiful Grand Princetonian here in downtown Beaches, California. We're so happy to have you here today on this beautiful, beautiful, windy day. So I'm going to start off with a little Karen Drucker piece called Stand. You don't have to stand, but if you want to. Let there be peace, I will stand for peace. Let there be love, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, and I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Good morning! Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Yolo. My name is Reverend David Clark. I'm the senior minister here, and I just want to tell you on behalf of all of us, welcome to the center this morning. Man, what a great morning this is. Unless you have hay fever or something like that, it is windy outside. Crazy windy outside. I just want to say welcome. Billy, good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you doing?
I'm good. How's everything going?
I'm doing real good. Enjoying my little break from rehearsals in LA, and had a real treat last night. Ashley Young and Heart Machine, two bands from Alaska, were in our house concert, and I swear it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. It was just blew me away. Please check out Ashley Young's music. She's a fantastic singer. I begged her to come and sing this morning. I was just going to make an executive decision, bring her over here to sing a couple of songs for us, but they had to hit the road. But it's just amazing what's out there. Talent is just all over the place. And
come back.
And Erica is like batting 1,000 on this Blue Rose stuff. I tell you, it's
Yes, she is.
amazing.
He's a great manager.
Every show I've been to has been like, wow.
It's one after another. It's just super fun. There's a bluegrass band coming up soon, so that should be a lot of fun. I think we'll get a lot of folks for that. People love bluegrass. We'll let you know when that's happening.
And you got 1 week of rehearsals left.
Yeah, we start tech on Tuesday, and set's getting built tomorrow, and
Super stoked.
and then we open on Sunday.
Wow. Oh man, so awesome. We are so blessed here. I want to say off the bat what we stand for at the center. And where did my paper go? Here it is. Pardon me. I just want to say what we stand for at the center, and it is what we call our Heartivism covenant. And it's how we approach the world, it's how we approach each other, and it's how we approach ourselves in peace. And if you would, and if you agree, please say this along with me. We stand firmly in the truth that every human being is an expression of the divine. We affirm that all people, regardless of race, nationality, gender identity, sexual orientation, economic status, ability, past actions, or beliefs, are inherently worthy of love, dignity, and respect. We commit to being love in action. We will respond to fear with faith, to hate with compassion, and to injustice with sacred action. We are the presence of peace. and we're going to get into what that peace actually means today in our talk. We're going to get into peace. So you may be wondering, what is the science of mind all about? Well, science of mind is a spiritual philosophy that teaches the power of thought to shape our lives. It blends ancient wisdom and modern science to affirm that there is one universal creative power, often called spirit or God, that works through our beliefs to create our experiences. They're quite simple. There is a power for good in the universe, greater than you are, and you can use it. So one of the ways we exercise that power of the universe is through what we believe and what we choose to believe. And we believe in 4 core things here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Yolo. Number 1, we believe that love is all there is. Everything is a call for love. Everything holds love in the highest. And we always hold what we love to be the highest thing in our lives. And we act from that highest part in everything that we do. So try to make a move without thinking of someone or something that you love. I dare you. Number 2, we believe that all thought is creative and influential. Thoughts are indeed things. And everything that you see around you has been preceded by thought, including our current situations that we have in the world, our current conflicts that we have in the world. All have been created, have been in existence in thought before they actually became real in front of our eyes. So we pay a lot of attention to what we think and believe in this philosophy. Number 3, we believe that you are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as you are right now. Exactly as you are right now. Yes, with all of our goals, with all of our aches and pains, with all of our regrets, with all of our successes and victories, we go into everything that we do knowing that we are already whole, perfect, and complete. And we believe this about ourselves, and we believe this about each other. And number 4, we believe in a world that works for everyone, and we're working from that world together. This is a world that operates, a universe that operates on cause and effect and love and law. And this philosophy is about learning those rules and learning those principles and putting them to work in our lives to bring about our good and the good of the world. So that's where we're coming from. And now it's time for my favorite part of the day, our Namaste time, where we get a chance to look at each other in the eye and recognize that whole, perfect, and complete person, that shard of the infinite, that representative of the divine that is standing right across from us. And we do that with Namaste. So now please welcome up our practitioner of the day, Heather Flores. And she's going to share with us our vision and mission and today's affirmation. Good morning, Heather.
And good morning to all of you. Here at CSL Yolo, we have a vision and a mission. And our vision, which I will read, and then we can read it, we can all say it all together, is our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And together, our mission is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And our mission, which supports that vision, is to provide a sanctuary for all to be filled and lifted. My bad. To provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. So together, our mission is to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. And we have an affirmation for this week. I will read it, and then let's stand so we can fully embody this. With empathy and open communication, I heal through conflict and move toward lasting peace. Together, with empathy and open communication, I heal through conflict and move toward lasting peace. Thank you.
All right. We just have two quick announcements today. One is we have a guest speaker next week. It is Reverend Mitch Austin. I think he's a friend of the center here. Yes. We know him well, and we're looking forward to him this week, his talk. Can't talk. All righty, next up, just a reminder, we are going to have a virtual service on June 1st. So no service here at the GPO because we're all going to be in LA. Going to the all of us. Okay. That's all I've got. Thank you. Your turn.
Thank you so much, Maggie. And thank all of you for coming to my show. It's going to be amazing. Can't do it without an audience too. So as we continue into the more contemplative portion of today's service, please join me in singing "Time for God." Time for God is now, and the time for peace is now, and the time for love is always upon us. Yes, the time for God is now. The presence of God is here, and the presence of peace is here, and the presence of love is always upon us. Yes, the presence of God is here and now, here and now, all the time and everywhere. The time for God is The time for God is now, and the time for peace is now, and the time for love is always upon us. Yes, the time for God is now. The presence of God is here, and the presence of peace is here, and the presence of love is always upon us. Yes, the presence of God is here, here and now, here and now, all the time and everywhere.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today's sacred reading is from Zenju Earthland Manual, The Way of Tenderness, Awakening Through Race, Sexuality, and Gender. And we have, down through the ages, developed many means to attempt to heal, mend, and atone for our actions. Yet while our spiritual paths have assisted us, our aspirations to be better human beings may inadvertently hinder us. To be good people, we tend to bypass the messiness of our lives in order to enter the gate of tranquility. Can the gate of tranquility really be as we imagine it? No matter which way we approach peace, it seems we must cross the burning threshold of human conditioning to enter it. So before we leap into the universal, the true essence of our spirit, why not start where we are as human beings? We must carve a path through the flames of our human condition. We must see it for what it is and bow to it. Not a pitiful bow, but a bow of acknowledgement. By acknowledging our human condition, we acknowledge that we might not know how to end hatred, and that we are not superheroes. We are human beings.
So taking a breath and turning within, recognizing that this inner space is infinite, limitless, and everywhere present. Spirit is the all and the everything. It has no beginning, has no end. And while there is no separation, each being is an individualized expression of the mind. Whether it be a flower, an insect, a mountain, a human being, it's all spirit, it's all love, it's all good, and it is constantly expressing with that same loving power that it is. And so I know that this gathering today is an anointed coming together. And all who are here, whether it be physical in this sanctuary or online or just in thought, that we are all connected as one. So I give thanks for our time together today, for our knowing of who and how we are as human beings, and who and how we are with each other. I give thanks for Billy and his amazing music. I give thanks for Reverend David and the message that he brings us today. I give thanks for our fellowship and our time together following the service. And I know that all is well, always. And so I just release this word and I let it be, knowing that it is so. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. When I was reading about the message for today being around peace, I couldn't help but think that it's a really important song, a written about peace, probably one of the most important songs ever written is Imagine by Lennon and McCartney. And I remember when I was in Ukraine, and we were in this opera house in Kharkiv, and it was after a show, and I got a chance to hang out with a bunch of young men who were sitting around the piano, and we all sang Imagine together, and it was one of the most incredible moments of my life. So we can keep imagining. Imagination is more important than knowledge, according to Einstein. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us. Oh, and the world will live as one. Live as one.
Oh, thank you for that, Billy. Oh man, I remember the first time I heard that song, and it's such a simple concept, isn't it? You know, to just imagine. It's a very science of mind song. You know, it asks us to use the power of our minds to imagine a different future for ourselves, and how that future may come about. Because thoughts are things, as we said before, right? So if we're going to have peace, where's peace going to come from first? We got to think peace. And then we can start to see peace. So that's what we're talking about today is negotiating peace and reconciling conflict. And it's all these topics are so apt for today. And I think, man, how did they come up with all these things? Because this is a suggested topic from our home office, from our CSL home office. And everything is so spot on with today. But maybe it's the same as it ever was. You know, maybe we always need to explore peace. One of my favorite songs you may know is the peace song, right? And the line that it opens up with is, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me." And we modify that to, yes, there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. But both of those lines suggest that the peace that we want to see in the world starts here, with me.
Yeah.
Aww. Starts with me. I didn't start all this. Right? Why am I the one that has to be peaceful of everything that's going on? I didn't cause any of this. I didn't start any of this. But yet and still, I'm responsible for peace, for bringing peace to the world. You know, it doesn't seem fair. But it's a reminder that, hey, all peace starts here first. It starts in our minds. And the principle is especially relevant today, where our leaders, often advocate for peace whilst doing things that are not peaceful. So that isn't taking any kind of responsibility. That's kind of perpetuating things. And these are our leaders that we look to take us to the new level of peace. We want them to bring peace. So to genuinely foster peace, we got to recognize that conflict is not just an external thing. It's internal as well. So the science of mind highlights that there's a deep connection. And the whole philosophy is about the connection between our inner feelings and our outer manifestations. It teaches that our thoughts, as we said before, that thoughts are things. It teaches that our thoughts are powerful forces shaping our experience. So resolving conflict is more than just a tactical process. It's a spiritual practice that aligns us with harmony, love, and unity. So when we're talking about peace, what kind of peace are we talking about? Well, Dr. Martin Luther King denotes two different kinds of peace: a negative peace and a positive peace. So let's see what those two are about. Negative peace, what's that all about? So negative peace. Negative peace is just a mere absence of violence and conflict. That's it. I like to say with peace and quiet, you know, everybody wants peace and quiet. You can bomb people into quiet, but you cannot bomb your way to peace. And the quiet is this negative peace. It's just where everything is stopped. And a lot of times, this is the peace that governments are going for. This is the peace that we settle for. It's like, oh, there's a winner. All right. That war is over. There's peace. Hooray. But there's a lot more work that needs to be done because tensions might be suppressed. But underlying issues remain unaddressed. So there isn't a real lasting peace here because things haven't been resolved. Things have just stopped. It doesn't necessarily resolve root causes or discord or justice or injustice. and it's very fragile. Oop. Oh, where my last little bullet point goes. Well, anyway, it's fragile, as you can see. Okay, it's, physical violence has stopped, and that's great, but nothing else has been resolved. So things could flare up again instantly, and they oftentimes do. And this just isn't with world conflicts. These are conflicts that may be happening in the same household. If you've ever gotten into an argument with your wife, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, whatever, your sons, your daughters, whatever, you may get to a point of negative peace where you just agreed to not say anything about it. But as soon as something else happens, the old conflict always finds its way in there. Always seems to find its way in there, unless it is well and truly resolved. So, the negative peace is not good enough for lasting peace. We want the positive peace. What is positive peace? Positive peace sets clear boundaries, it holds individuals and systems accountable, and drives meaningful change. It drives meaningful change so that things actually change. There is a conflict here that's valid. And we don't want people to just shut up about it. We want to resolve it. We can resolve these conflicts. Each and every one of them can be resolved. So that's what positive peace is about. It requires active engagement and action. We got to do more than just argue and have violence. We have to sit down, we have to have measured responses, we have to collect ourselves, we have to figure out what's important, we have to figure out what's important to the other party. We got to come together and we got to figure things out. It's a little bit more work. And it's funny that this sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? And ultimately, it leads to deeper and more lasting harmony. And that harmony isn't reliant on any individual or group oppression. This sounds like some serious heavy lifting here. But what about all the heavy lifting that we had during our conflict? Where we did things that might not be forgiven, where we said things that might not be forgiven, where we spent resources that we can't get back again, where we put all kinds of energy into this conflict. We need to put as much or more energy into peace. It's not just going to happen. We have to engage with it and nurture the peace that we want. And speaking of family conflicts,
Oh, God.
don't worry, Heather. But no, I got in an argument with my brother.
Good.
My brother, whom I love, and Heather says, "Oh, good, you're going to talk about that." My brother, whom I love with all my heart. I love him. He said something and did some things that offended me deeply. And so we argued. And it was over Thanksgiving, wasn't it? It was over Thanksgiving. He was at the house. And we argued. And then I wound up kicking him out. Yeah, I know, it's extreme. It's extreme. It was a big argument. There was a lot on the line. And yeah, I'm not proud of how I reacted, but he's my brother, and if you got siblings, sometimes we can act a certain way around our siblings that we, wouldn't act around anyone else in the world. So it was a big blowout. I didn't talk to him for several months, and then it dawned on me that this is a person that I love. This is a person that is there that has always been there for me. And I have to figure out, what am I going to do? Am I going to sacrifice this relationship over what happened? Or am I going to find a way through it? And I had to dig deep in order to find a way. But then as I was digging deep, I realized, like, okay, well, I'm so upset because he said something that was a great deep fear of mine. It was something that I kind of believed about myself, that I was afraid to believe about myself. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but something you're self-conscious about, like you'll go in and you'll be like, oh man, this shirt doesn't fit quite right. I don't know, it's a little tight, I don't know. And then you go in someplace and somebody says, what's going on with your shirt? They confirm all the fears that you had initially. And so, I don't like that person that points out my shirt. Because they're pointing out something that I was already worried about, and that's exactly what my brother did. He pointed out something that I was already tender about, and he attacked it. And so what did I have to do? I have to go to him and say, hey, never say that again. That I could do that, and I could start up the argument again and get things going and get this conflict going and all that stuff. Or I could resolve this feeling in myself. I can work on myself to say, okay, what's behind this? Why am I so upset? Can I live in the same world with him? Can I exist in the same world with him just because he said something that upset me? And I had to make some tough decisions. And I eventually came to the conclusion that my relationship was more important than whatever he said, for whatever reason he said. I had to come to that conclusion. So I had to start my reconciliation process, not through talking with him and exchanging ideas and negotiating. I had to start the reconciliation process here. I had to come to peace up here first. And then I could talk to him. It turns out that he's really proud, right? So if I'm like sitting there waiting, I am not going to say anything to you until you fully apologize and you account for what you did, and I am right and you are wrong, and this is going nowhere until that happens. I could easily do that.
Yes, you could.
Be quiet. I can easily do that, but then I know, because I know him, I would be waiting forever. I would be waiting forever for this external validation to make me feel better, to help me reconcile what the real problem was. So I decided to reconcile it first up here. And then I could kind of see clearly, I could see more clearly where his comments were coming from. How his comments might have been fueled. Alcohol. Might have had something to do with it. I could then remember how I felt about him and how much I love my brother and how much I know that he loves me. I know he does. He may act like a jerk. He may say insensitive things sometimes, but I know that he cares about me. That's not in doubt. So I moved to preserve the relationship. But the first thing I did was in here. So I say that to say that when we're talking about world peace, it seems like it's a huge thing. You know, as soon as I think about peace, I start thinking about the Sudan and Ukraine and the Gaza Strip, and it's like, oh man. You know, and these things, I get overwhelmed. It's like, wow, we're never going to work this out. These parties are never going to get together. This is never going to happen. Let me know if you feel that way. If you've ever felt that way about these conflicts that we have around the world. Okay? You're justified. These things have been happening for generations. You know, for hundreds of years, some for thousands of years, these things have been going on. And to think of things on a global level, it's like, oh, geez, you know, what can I do? What can I do? Well, I've got great news. There's something that you can do. Everything that you do to bring peace into your own life, into your own heart, everything that you do to reconcile your own conflicts, proves our theory that peace begins with us. Every time you do it, that means that somebody else can do it. That means that other groups can do it. That means that other countries can do it. You are sending ripples of peace out from you. Every little bit of peace that you grasp, it reflects out. And it touches the world. It matters. So these little squabbles, I could easily just write people off. Just write them off. Oh, that person doesn't agree with me. Just write them off. Or we can seek to go a little bit deeper for the sake of the world and find some peace. So, let it begin with me. How do we do this? How do we go about doing this? First thing, accept personal responsibility for achieving positive peace. It's up to you. It's up to me. I couldn't wait for my brother to come to me to do all the things that I wanted him to do to justify me speaking to him again. I couldn't wait for that. And what we wound up with was negative peace. We just didn't talk. We didn't argue. That was great. But we didn't talk either. And so that was our negative peace that we had settled in on. Until I started to accept personal responsibility for my peace. Number 2. Acknowledge our own contributions to the discord. Okay? I was in there playing the game. You know, we were playing tennis. He hit that ball to me. That ball of anger and resentment. I hit it right back. I got a great backhand. I can play that back and forth game all day. And I was playing it. I have to admit that. I didn't start off holding a banner of peace and say, hey, where'd that comment come from? That was very hurtful to me. I wish I'd started off that way. But we don't always know when we're going to be triggered. Right? We don't always know where that trigger is going to come from, and we don't always know exactly how we're going to react. We're people.
We're people.
Exactly. We are people and we react. And I'm not sitting up here any higher than anybody else, even though I'm up on this stage here. But I'm no different than anybody else, you know. I got triggered. And I did not react well, and I can own that. The next thing that we can do is take action to uphold values, fairness, respect, and understanding. Take actions to support and uphold these values. So how do we do that? After our moments of introspection, where we're looking inside, we take action. In this case, in the case of the argument with my brother, I sent him an email. And it was just an email to say, hey, you know, I call him by his nickname that I always call him. And which is a great icebreaker. You know, it's not like, hey, hello, Mr. Clark. This is an official communication of possible negotiation. No. I called him by his pet name, the name that only I call him. I told him that I loved him. I asked him how he was doing. And that was that. I didn't mention the conflict. I wasn't seeking an apology at all. I just wanted to connect with him. And sometimes that's all it takes to get the ball rolling. He wrote me back, and although he did not respond, he was the most flowering, beautiful little email that was full of love and flowers and hearts and all of these things. And he is none of those things. So I knew right there that his heart was softened towards me. I knew that he was sorry because the way he reacted. He couldn't say the words, but I knew that that's how he felt by what he wrote to me. And that took everything down a notch. Okay? Several notches. I was relieved to get his email, relieved to by the tone of his email. And that's another thing. Peace doesn't always look the way you think it's going to look. Okay? There's not always going to be a peace delegation with a waving a white flag saying, hey, we surrender, you were right and we were wrong. That's great when it happens, but it's not always going to happen. We have to find the peace. We have to find our openings for peace. I gave him an opening. He took it and responded with an opening himself. And that's how we started to find our way back to each other. Set and maintain healthy boundaries. This is a good one. Because a lot of times we get upset because our boundaries have been violated, but they're boundaries that exist in our mind. And no one else knows what those boundaries are, but somebody crossed it. We have to maintain boundaries in our lives. And the boundary that I learned from this is, I shouldn't say this, but yeah, keep alcohol away from my brother. That's one thing that I learned. Because I learned that so much of it was wrapped up in that. And alcohol tinges everything, y'all. It puts a little shadow on everything. And you always have to take that into account. But I learned my boundaries with him. I learned that there are certain things that I can talk to him about. I learned that there are certain things that I can't talk to him about. Some things he's just not going to understand. He's going to think he understands, but he doesn't understand. So I can't go to him expecting him to be something that he's not. And that's a realization that I had to come to. I have to hold myself accountable. We have to hold ourselves accountable. You notice how all of these things kind of circle back here? Are you getting that? The peace process always comes back to you. Hold yourself accountable. Accountable for what you say, accountable for how you feel, accountable for how you act. Okay? I'm accountable for how I reacted. Yeah, it was terrible what he said, but I still reacted to it. With flames, I reacted to it. And I have to accept that and hold myself accountable, and even if due, to apologize. Apologize for how I reacted, even though I was provoked. I was provoked. You pushed my buttons and you made me say these things. You made me do this. How many times have we heard that? We are in control. We are in charge of our buttons. I push the buttons. Somebody else may motivate me and poke and prod, and then I go, okay, that's it. I'm pushing the button. Now I'm letting you have it. But we control our buttons. So, lastly, advocate for positive change in our relationships and our community. Has anybody come to you with beef? Man, I'm so upset with my cousin. She just did so and so and so. Oh, she did. Oh, that's awful. You should da 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 da. And you just jump right in on the beef train. Have you ever done that? Have you advocated for peace? Or do you just join in on the hate train? Each and every one of you is an advocate for peace. Can be an advocate for peace. That is where your ripples come through. Is how peacefully you react to the world. And when someone comes to you with beef, listen. Listen to them. But maybe offer a path of peace that they might go down. Offer some reflection. Offer some honest, the word that I was going to say just escapes me. But we want to comfort, we want to support, right? We want to support our friends. If you're upset somebody did something to you, then I'm mad at them too. But then you can both find a way to peace together. You can encourage peace. You can encourage a different outlook. You can encourage a different view. You can let the world know that, hey, I am here for peace. I am here for love. I'm here for everyone getting along together. I'm here for oneness. So this leads us to our home play. This is a challenging home play for you this week. First of all, know that you have the power to find peace within yourself. You are a shard of the infinite. You are one with God. God is the source of all peace. And you are one with it right now. Peace is your birthright. You don't have to do anything to earn it. It's yours. So that's the first thing that you need to know. That peace is within you and it's possible. Under any circumstances, peace is possible. Okay, so that's the first thing to know. Pretty easy, right? All right, here's the next one. Find a place of discord in your life. Find some discord. Find some conflict. No matter how well we're living, we've got some conflict, we've got some discord out there. Or in here. Find it. It doesn't have to be a big, huge, momentous thing. You know, it doesn't have to be, how we feel politically necessarily. That's the first place we go. It's like, well, I'm not resolving that conflict. Well, look, just pick one. When I talk about these things and spiritual practices, I think of it in terms of baseball. I love baseball. You start off in baseball. You don't start off taking a 100-mile-an-hour pitch. You don't have 5-year-olds taking 100-mile-an-hour pitches, right? They're hitting the ball off the tee. They're beginners. They just want to line up the bat and the ball and hit it off of there. Spiritually, that's what we're doing, and that's what I'm asking you to do here. Just tee one up, okay? An easy one. Maybe it's a conflict that you have with your neighbor or your spouse, or maybe it's a little even tiny disagreement that you have. Find a conflict. If you cannot find a conflict, on your way home today, as you're driving in your cars, I'm sure you can find a conflict. I have every confidence in you to be able to find a conflict on the road. So if you get desperate, you go like, hey, Reverend David, I don't have any conflicts in my life. I live a very peaceful life. Well, you get behind the wheel of your car and you drive, 5 miles. You may find reason for conflict. So, once you find that conflict, that discord, what's the next thing to do? Resolve it. Internally. And it's very important that you resolve it internally. I'm not asking you to go and talk to anyone. I'm not asking you to do anything outside of yourself. I'm saying resolve the conflict internally.
Does it count if for a few seconds you're mad?
Heather asked, does it count if you're mad? Yeah. Of course it counts. Being angry is our little alarm to show that there's some discord. Anger in and of itself is natural. Okay, we're going to have little fleeting bouts of anger. Anger is going to happen. It's an alarm to let us know that something needs to change. Something needs to happen. So, a lot of times we think that thing that needs to happen is with the person that we're angry with. But sometimes what needs to happen is a change of mindset in here. But something must change. So we don't want to suppress anger. Let your anger come up. Look at it. Don't just react to it. Look at it. Examine it. Why is this thing making me so upset? What is it that I believe about myself that makes me so upset by this act? What was that?
Then find peace.
Yes. And then we can find the peace. But we have to have our eyes wide open and really look at what's happening within ourselves. Why are we upset? Why don't we have peace right now? Why are we mad? And then we can seek to resolve it. And after we do, we just let love lead the way. Once you come to a peace, I had this thing happen, with my brother. I was just saying, we argued. I reconciled it in my head first, and then I did what love told me to do. I reached out with love. And what did I get in return? Love. So what do you think? We're going to go out and find discord? Now, please don't get that confused with creating discord. That's something that I don't recommend that we do. But find an existing discord, resolve it in your mind, and then let love lead the way. And just see what kind of results you get. And if you get the slightest measurement of peace from this, then it worked. You proved the concept. Peace is here. Peace is now. And we can have it and enjoy it in our lives right now. So let's take that into prayer. Let's take a deep breath and inhale the world and exhale peace. Let's do it again. Let's inhale the world and exhale peace. And as we do this, let us go inside. To that place of peace, that origin of peace that resides within each and every one of us. Peace, stillness, love. Let's go to that place now. let us declare that there is one. One Spirit, one guide, one consciousness, one mind, one source, one blessed existence. And we know that this one is all good. God is good. The all-knowing, all-loving, all-powerful creator of all things. It must be good because it created you. It created me. It created this paradise of a planet for us to flourish and practice love. And it is with this knowledge, this acknowledgement of the goodness of everything, that we declare that we are part of the one. I am part of the one. You are part of the one. Everything that we could ever want, all the good in the universe, is ours. We're made of it. We are one with it. And with this power, we can make this world as good as we wish. Through our will, we can enjoy as much peace as we can conceive. I'm so happy to know that there is a law and a principle in the universe that says, as I believe, so it is unto me. And as I believe in peace, and I believe in the goodness, the intrinsic goodness of all, that is what I see. And that is what I experience. So as we all journey into this belief of good, belonging to a good universe, being made up of God parts, we are intrinsically and internally good. Each and every one of us. And so I know that the law of the universe must respond. It must respond to my belief. It must respond to my word now and show me that good and give me avenues to enjoy more peace, more love, more power, more of God. And so I release these words knowing that they're true and done. I release them into the hands of a loving God, so that my words may be reflected back in blessed manifestation. So that I can open my eyes and see God everywhere. See opportunities for peace everywhere. See the result of love everywhere. And so let us release these words. Let us all release these words with those blessed words. And so it is. perfect song, Billy. Perfect. We are a center that observes the spiritual practice of giving and tithing, and we call it conscious and committed and structured giving. There are many ways to give and many ways to expand your abundance consciousness. We give of our time through volunteering, our service. We give of our talents through participation, and we give of our treasure through financial donations. Your gifts help us in our mission to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. Our tithing partner is this quarter is Capital Therapy Dogs. And any dog lovers out there? Yeah, we're pretty much all a dog crew around here. Then you know the power of a sweet little puppy to open our hearts immediately. They take the edge off. They come and they lick our faces, and then we're not thinking about anything else other than that little soul that's right there in front of us. And so what this wonderful group does is they take their dogs around and they certify dogs, they certify owners to take their dogs around to be therapy dogs to help people in stressful situations, in hospitals and schools and in colleges and during finals week and all kinds of things. So we are going to support them this quarter with a portion of our tithe, with a portion of your gifts. There are several ways to give. You can text to give at the number that's on your screen right now. You can visit CSLYolo.org and click on the Donate Now button to donate if you're watching us online. You can send a good old-fashioned check or money order made out to CSL Yolo at the address that's on your screen now. That address is also located on our website. And lastly, you can just put some money in the plate that's coming around to you now. Now that we know that we give, we know why we give, and we know how to give, let us enter into that sacred consciousness of divine abundance. And I ask you to place your hand over your heart, symbolizing that vibrational energy of circulation, and say with me our abundance affirmation. I give with an attitude of abundance, knowing that as I give, I do receive. Today, I celebrate my prosperity and my ability to share from my overflow of good. I give from the knowledge that all is well. To do their work of proclaiming the good news that all is well. As we have freely given, according to the law of circulation, it returns to us, full measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So we will always have more to enjoy and to spare, to give and to share. For this we give thanks, we let it be so, and so it is. And we have a special message for our children today, the children that are headed this way and the children that we have nestled deeply in our hearts. We say we love you.
We love you. We love you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
And we're so glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
And we believe in the power of connection at this center. And what does that mean? That means that we believe that we are connected to Spirit. And we're also unbreakably connected to each other. And that connection has power. And we exercise that power through prayer. So if you find yourself in need of prayer today, then please let us know. Prayer practitioners, raise your hands. And if you find yourself in need of prayer, yes, absolutely, let us know, and we will pray for you. It's what we're here to do, is to know Spirit working its way through in your life right now. So if you have something that you need prayer about, you can also leave us a prayer request in the prayer box that's in the back on the welcome table. And you can go to the practitioners portion of the website, cslyolo.org, and leave a prayer request there. All your prayer requests are only looked at by prayer practitioners and prayed on all week. So you have no excuse but to ask for prayer if you need it, because we're here for you. Lastly, fellowship. We got fellowship downstairs. Coffee, tea, and assorted goodies. I haven't seen what's down there this week, but I know it's going to be good. So please join us downstairs in the fellowship hall after the service, where we'll all get together and just have a good old time. So all of that happens after the closing song and benediction, which happens now.
Go. God is good. People standing on that. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. God is always there for me. So I let go and let it be. Love is good all the time. Love is good all the time. Love is always there for me, so I let go and let it be. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. God is always there for me, so I let go and let it be.
Go forth today, not being afraid of conflict. Go forth today knowing that you have the power within you to resolve conflict, to dissolve hatred and fear, and to let peace well up within you and share it amongst the world. And always remember that God loves you, and so it is.
God is always there for me, so I let go and let it be.
Best service ever.
Best service ever.